Distinguished colleagues, I speak before you today on a matter of personal and collective privilege. Last Friday, I was invited in a conference entitled Road Safety with the Experts. The event gathered stakeholders to share knowledge on road safety policy and practice. While I would not call myself an expert on road safety, as the chairperson of the Committee on Public Services, I saw that it is my duty to know everything about public safety on our roads. Let me share to you some concerns that I learned during the said event. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, it is very unfortunate that in the past years there is a rising trend when it comes to land transport accidents in our country. The Philippine Statistics Authority, or PSA, noted that the number of deaths due to land transport accidents rose to 13,125 in 2023, the highest recorded in over a decade. These deaths accounted for 1.9% of all deaths nationwide. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Police has reported a 35% increase in road accident fatalities in 2024 compared to 2023. Several road safety issues were tackled during the conference, including reckless and drunk driving, inconsistent traffic law enforcement, poor maintenance and public utility vehicles, unfair labor conditions for PUV drivers, insufficient road safety education, and substandard road infrastructure and maintenance. If you look at the other countries, the best practices for safer roads involve road infrastructure that address human mistakes and reduce crash severity. First, they create separate spaces for different modes of transport, such as designated footpaths, dedicated cycle lanes, and divided roadways to protect vulnerable users like pedestrians and cyclists. Second, they use features like speed bumps, roundabouts, and narrow lanes to manage vehicle speed and prevent collision. Third, they ensure clear road markings, proper lighting, and safe crossing points. These practices could be adopted here in our country by first and foremost having an overall planning by our government agencies. National and local, each project must be worth every centavo, and this could only be done if there is an extensive planning through thoughtful designs and community involvement. As we have observed here in the Senate the past weeks, the lack of planning and strict implementation of infra works open doors to ghost, unfinished, or delayed projects, adding to the problems instead of solving them. At dahil na din po siguro sa walang tigil na investigasyon sa mga palpak na flood control projects, may ilang lumapit po sa akin upang iparating ang kanilang reklamo sa ilang problemadong road projects na nagdulot ng malaking perwisyo sa ating commuters. Isa sa talagang nakakabahala na reklamong tinugon sa akin ay ang mabuhay underpass national highway sa General Santos City. The completion of the underpass, which broke ground on June 23, 2022, was originally set on September 2024. But if you visit Gensan, Mr. President, the underpass is far from finished. Ang kontraktor na nasabing proyekto ay ang Vicente T. Lau Construction. I repeat once more, Vicente T. Lau Construction. Mr. President, according to the people of Gensan, the traffic they experienced was really due to poor traffic management. Therefore, the underpass was actually unnecessary. Hindi talaga pinag-isipan ng project na ito. Sa katunayan, sabi po ng proponent ng proyekto, pinalagyan niya ng LED walls ang underpass dahil gusto niya ito maging tourist destination. Kung ano-ano talagang naisip ng mga tao kapag hindi nila pera ang ginagastos. Nagiging matalino ang ilan sa mga Pilipino kapag pera ang pinag-uusapan na pwedeng ilagay sa kanilang bulsa. Ngayon po, ang defective na underpass ay pinag-iipunan ng tubig na parang fish pond. You see, water being pumped out from below even if it did not rain. It is causing so much traffic because the open lanes are full of deep potholes. According to the DPWH Notice of Awards and various contracts covering the Jensen Underpass project, the total cost of the project is 657 million pesos. Bureau of Construction Director Alan S. Borromeo said, the contractor performance is strictly monitored. Pero bakit ang daming kapalpakan? First, the project at the BC junction of Mabuhay-Bulaong Road and the Digos-Macar National Highway was temporarily suspended on April 8 due to obstructions along the alignment for high-density polyethylene pipes. Second, unanticipated water seepage in the tunnel section that was not accounted for the original detailed engineering design also required plan revision. Third, delays were incurred in relocating effective electric posts within the project limits. Talagang hindi po pinag-isipan. This is more than just a delayed project. It has become an economic and social disaster. Site visits and complaints from citizens revealed months of inactivity, misaligned column bases, uneven pavement, scattered materials, and unsafe passageways. Businesses with the construction zone reportedly suffer closures or financial losses while traffic congestion worsened. Ang pinagtataka ko lang kung bakit na-award ito sa Vicente Tilao Construction. According to the Notice of Award, Resolution number 2022-03, pang-apat lamang na pinakamababa sa bidding ang Vicente Lau sa 5 nagbid para sa proyekto. Hindi piniliwanag kung bakit ang ibang mas mababa pa sa Vicente Lau Construction na bidders ay na-disqualify one by one. And lo and behold, yung pang-apat ang siyang nanalo, na-disqualify 1, 2, 3, and 5. Ang mas malala pa, ang nasabing contractor ay may 4 na ongoing project na may negative slippage, ibig sabihin delay. Pero binigay pa din ito sa nasabing contractor dahil di umano ang mga negative slippage ay hindi naman daw kasalanan ng contractor. Walang malinaw na paliwanag kung ano itong mga slippage na ito. Pero ang pag-award ng proyektong nagkakalaga ng 657 million pesos ay di na dapat binibigay sa mga ganitong kontraktor. Sino pumirma sa nasabing resolusyon? Sila po ay sina Edgardo Garces, OIC Assistant Director ng Bureau of Construction, Attorney Michael S. Villaranca, Director Human Resources Administrative Service, Ernesto Gregorio Jr., Director Bureau of Maintenance, Alex G. Bote, Director Public-Private Partnership Service, Aristetarco M. Doroy, Director Bureau of Construction, Wilfredo S. Malyari, Assistant Secretary for Regional Operations in NCR. There are other recent road projects that has come up on the news that highlighted the need for proper planning and commuter considerations. Example ay yung Isabela Santa Maria Bridge. Last February 27, a tragedy unfolded when the 1.7 billion Cabagan Santa Maria Bridge collapsed just 26 days after its completion. This raised urgent questions about the system in place to ensure public safety. There was a design flaw in the project because it used non-cable suspension to support the bridge. Pinagtatawanan ang bridge na ito dahil ito lang ang nag-iisang suspension bridge sa buong Earth, buong mundo na walang kable. Meanwhile, it comes to the EDSA Rehabilitation Project. When it comes to the EDSA Rehabilitation Project, buti na lang po maagap na inapakan ng Pangulo ang preno sa EDSA Rehabilitation Project na yan. While we all know that EDSA is in dire need of improvement, the volume of traffic and the number of people that rely on these national roads is too high that the major construction needs thorough planning and preparation. The road being the backbone of land transportation, the Committee on Public Service must look into the policies of all government agencies involved when it comes to initiating transportation-related infrastructure. At the start, there must be standard in deciding when it is necessary. Second, the plan must actually address the traffic concern and will directly improve the transportation needs of the people. Third, the local government units and the community must be consulted regarding the possible effect of the construction to the delay or daily traffic situation. What alternative could be given to ease the congestion caused by the project? And finally, how can we ensure that these projects are done in a prompt and efficient manner? Mr. President, the projects mentioned earlier are just examples of road projects that has wasted money and hundreds of hours of our people's lives because of the traffic and worse actual lives due to fatalities caused by road accidents. As chairman of the Committee on Public Services, I would like to look into a possible whole of government approach when it comes to road safety and efficiency for our commuting public. With everyone's support, I'm sure we could bring down the number of road accidents in our country and bring home our people safely to their homes and loved ones. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Raffy Tulfo.
Pangulo. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ako po ay buong puso na nakikiisa bilang co-sponsor ng resolusyong ito na nagbibigay ng concurrence sa Senado sa agreement po ng under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction o tinatawag po na BBNJ Agreement. Mga kasama, tayo po ay isang arkipelago. Ang ating pong pagkatao, ang ating kabuhayan, ang ating kinabukasan ay nakaugnay po sa dagat. Kapag maayos ang ating dagat, maayos ang ating buhay. Kapag sinira po ang karagatan, tayo rin po ang mawawalan. Kaya't ang kasunduang ito ay hindi lamang technical na usapin. Ito'y usapin ng ating self-sustainment bilang isang bansang nakatanaw sa dagat. Ang BBNJ Agreement ay mahalaga sa tatlong dahilan. Una, pinatitibay nito ang ating paninindigan sa UNCLOS, ang parehong batas na naging sandigan natin sa West Philippine Sea. Sa pamamagitan ng kasunduang ito, muling ipinapakita ng Pilipinas na tayo po ay naninindigan para sa rule of law sa karagatan. Ikalawa, ipinagtatanggol po nito ang ating yaman dagat, kasama sa kasunduan ang makatarungang pagbabahagi ng benepisyo mula sa marine genetic resources, pagtatag ng marine protected areas, at masusing environmental impact assessments. Ito'y malinaw na depensa laban sa pang-aabuso at pagsasamantala sa ating karagatan. Ikatlo, binibigyan nito ng kakayahan ang mga bansang tulad ng Pilipinas, ang mga bansang umaasa sa dagat na magkaroon ng kapasidad at teknolohiyang pangangalaga sa ating yaman dagat. Hindi po tayo maiiwan. May bahagi tayo, may tinig tayo, may lakas tayo. Ginoong Pangulo, para itong ating pamana po sa susunod na henerasyon. Ang pagpirma natin dito ay paglalagay ng bantayog na nasagsasabing ang karagatan ay buhay at ito'y ating ipaglalaban at pangangalagaan. Kaya't buong puso ko pong sinusuportahan ang resolusyong ito. Sa pamamagitan ng concurrence ng Senado, ipinapakita ng Pilipinas na tayo ay handang makiisa sa mundo para ipagtanggol ang mga karagatan at handang ipaglaban ang ating sariling karapatan at soberenya. Maraming salamat.